What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So 85 Chris Smalling headliners card has just came out and it's roughly around 45 to 50k. Currently it might drop in price, I don't know, but he looks like a decent card. 76 pace, 87 defending, 86 physical. Now the passing is a bit let down, obviously 65 passing. It's not the greatest on the centre back, but hopefully he can do them short passes. Now he is 6'4", so he is going to be winning those headers. He has got that reach on him to obviously reach out for interceptions. Medium high work rate, perfect work rate for a centre back. I personally don't like that high or high medium centre back. They go too far up and leaving, you know, gaps in behind. Now the 3-star weak foot, I would say 3-star minimum on a centre back, simply because you don't really need that 4-star that much. Yeah, it's nice to have, but a 3-star weak foot's going to get the job done. And now I am using an anchor chemistry style on this guy. He is obviously on 10 chem, 72 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. Now the acceleration is not the greatest, but the sprint speed is up there. Okay, it's up there. Now, obviously, this guy will probably most likely be used as a holding midfielder, aka if you're playing drop back, use this guy. 6'4" range, he'll easily get tackles in. 72 short passing, 71 long passing. Not the worst passing I've actually seen on a centre back. It's pretty decent. It's not terrible. He should be able to switch the ball fairly easily, but the short passing and long passing, maybe sometimes you will be screwing up the pass, but you never know. 59 agility and 47 balance. One thing I despise on the centre back is not being able to move with them pretty much, aka 89 Campbell that a lot of people have now. They struggle to move with him simply because his agility and balance is so low, but they're so good at tackling that they keep him in the team pretty much. Now he has 62 ball control. Now that is not a very good sign, because 62 ball control means he's going to probably be taking bad touches. So if I do try to pass back to him and he takes a bad touch, there will be problems. Anyway, defending. This is where it gets a bit tasty. 90 interceptions, 99 heading accuracy, 95 defensive awareness, 99 standing tackle, and 97 sliding tackle. Should be putting the hard tackles in. Should be getting every single ball, hopefully, with his 6'4" range. If he struggles to make a tackle, I'll be very, very surprised. 88 jumping with that 99 heading accuracy, him being 6'4", I will be trying them near post headers. You know me, I'll be trying it, seeing if I can score it. I did score it with Team Leah Van Dijk. Let's see if Chris Smalling can do the same thing. 71 stamina is enough. You don't need a lot of stamina on a centre back, simply because they don't really move a lot. So I wouldn't really look at a stamina on a centre back. But 98 strength and 98 aggression. That aggression is going to make him 10 times faster. The strength is going to be bodying every single attacker. Name me one attacker that has more than 99 strength. If you guys know, put it in the comments, because personally, I don't. He should be bodying every single one, and the aggression is obviously going to make him faster, want the ball more, and hopefully win more 50-50s. But I have linked him up today with Rio Ferdinand, Handanovic, and Trippier, just to get him on full chemistry, obviously. I've also got the likes of Sissoko Kante, Gabriel Jesus, Adama Traore, and Neymar in the team. But let's get straight into these reviews. So we're going to give it to him straight off the bat, see how kind of agile he is. Oh, okay, Chris Smalling, I see you. He looks huge in-game. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay, Chris Smalling, straight into that. That was nice. He was very, very fast there. Straight into the tackle, and it was a solid standing tackle. Nice. That's very nice. Chris Smalling with his defensive awareness, knowing that there's a player making a run, he steps in to make the standing tackle, and it's beautiful. Oh, we're going to get a switch though. Very nice switch. As expected, I knew he would be able to switch the ball with 72 long passing. That's not that tough. Nice, very good interception once again. He's so good with intercepting a ball because of that 6'4" range of his, and he can switch a ball very easily. So that's already +1 over Adair Militao, because he can't switch a ball. Very, very solid standing tackle and absolutely destroying this Timo Werner. Right, so we do have a corner kick, and obviously you already know what's going to happen. It's Chris Smalling, near post. Let's see what happens. He is on it. It's a beautiful header. I can't believe it. It's took a deflection. We were going to see this once again. Let's see how this reacted. Smalling with the header. Oh, it did take a deflection. I think it was off the shoulder. But we do have another corner. Let's see if we can do this one again. Chris Smalling. Oh, just a bit too low this time. Look at Chris Smalling tracking back from the corner. He realised that he's obviously not in his position, but he can still intercept the ball there. And that's the defensive awareness coming into play. And it's a beautiful interception to get the ball back. First time, left foot, switch. To be fair to him, it wasn't terrible. Okay. I know a lot of centre-backs that can actually do that first time. That will switch the ball perfectly. He didn't do too bad. Go on, Chris Smalling. Oh, that's... I personally think he should be bodying him there. He should be 100% bodying Timo Werner there. I know Timo Werner is not the weakest of people, but come on now. Chris Smalling has 98 strength. Nice. Hold him off. Hold him off. That's it. That's it. And this is what I want to see. I want to see that strength. I want to see that 6'4" build have no problem with a 5'11" Timo Werner. So we have another corner, and let's see if Chris Smalling can get his head to this one. He's wide open, to be fair. Near post to him. He's going to win it. Oh, just couldn't kind of get that angle to hit it across. But it wasn't terrible, I guess. Okay. That was a perfect pass, but Toliso's obviously going to take a bad touch. I was expecting, you know, a ball that would most likely go into Adama Traore, but it was a beautiful chip over him. Chris Smalling puts in a solid tackle that takes Mbappe down to the ground. And that's what you want. You don't want one of those, you know, standing tackles that are soft. You want, you know, the standing tackle that takes the player to the ground, making sure they have no chance. For example, apparently that has no chance of getting back up and getting the ball. Chris Smalling on the sticks, boys. Let's go. Let's go for a little run. Why not? It's a player review. Let's have a bit of fun. Oh, my God. Oh, right, I'm going to shield it round the corner. Let's see if this is possible. Oh, okay. We got a corner out of it. Just for a little bit of fun. I'm surprised he didn't actually tackle me. But Chris Smalling near post. Let's see if this one goes in. It's a beautiful cross. Oh, I just couldn't get it before the goalkeeper. Sometimes, you know, like Virgil van Dijk does get it before the goalkeeper. So, it was a decent chance. But we do have another corner. We're getting corners left, right and centre. And Chris Smalling is apparently getting unlimited chances. This one's a decent header. This one's a decent test. That right there was a perfect test. Simply because, yes, he didn't get it on target. But do you know who he just out-headed? He out-headed Varane. And Varane is not the easiest player to out-header. Right, this is the good thing about having a tall player. Is basically, if you don't know how to move your keeper... what you can do is you can get Chris Smalling, the 6'4" player, and just act like, nah, I'm not going to do anything. It's all cool. If you're going to shoot, I'm going to put you on the wall. And most likely just going to header it out like that. It's a perfect example. It going top bins. And obviously him being 6'4", he has that range to get right at the top and do an easy clearance. That was a beautiful free kick by my opponent as well. Oh, we just got a highlight of that. We got a glimpse of it. I skip it because I'm usually used to skipping replays. But we could have actually seen how close that was. But we do have another corner. Let's try to hit it near post. Oh, that was commitment. 100. Oh, I'm going to shoot this. Chris Smalling. It's a beautiful pass. Okay. So, it was a pretty decent header. It showed commitment. Obviously, him getting in front of the man very, very easily. The fact that I shot that and it turned into a world-class pass, it showed a lot. Chris Smalling on Salah. Okay, he gets burnt for pace there. Can he recover? It looks like he can, and it was a solid recovery as well. Beautiful standing tackle. Real test for Chris Smalling with his pace here. Can he hold them off? Beautiful tracking, nice defensive awareness, and beautiful strength from him. So, it's time to review him. Let me say, this card is nice. It's actually very, very nice, surprisingly. Now, you'll never come to the days of Chris Smalling, obviously, living up to the 85 overall. His prime, quote-unquote prime, has been passed. But I wish he was really, really good at Manchester United. But 6'4", like, very, very nice. He's got that interceptions reach. He's got that kind of you know, dominating small players in a way. For example, I don't know, like Mertens, him being 5 for 7. It's very easy to Chris Smalling to go up to him, click B, because he's got that reach. He just puts his leg around him and just gets the ball very, very easily. Now, medium high is nice. It's nice. Now, I'll love that low high, to be fair. Yeah, I know it's a lot to ask for, but I did see sometimes Chris Smalling actually switching with Sissoko, which I was so confused about, and he all of a sudden was playing CDM at sometimes. I was like, is this a glitch or what's happening here? Now, he was doing amazing there, to be fair, so I'm not going to lie. Now, the one thing I do regret is not putting a shadow on this card. Now, obviously, the IQ wasn't the greatest at the time. I should have obviously put a shadow on him. He would have got that plus 15 and plus obviously 10. And it would have been crazy towards pace, because I feel like that's the biggest problem I had with this card. Just the pace. He was too slow at getting out to the player if I wanted to press. Short passing, amazing. Long passing, can switch ball very, very easily, which I like. Ball control, agility, balance, not the greatest. His agility was very, very slow. He's very, very slow on the ball. Ball control, I didn't actually see him take a bad touch. So, I'm not going to really discriminate against him. Obviously, you know, see if, you know, maybe he's a bit inconsistent with the touches. But personally, I didn't see him take one bad touch. Balance. Now, that what I noticed. When I was running with him sometimes, I was just, you know, playing about a little bit. See how fast he is. See what he can do. I was running and he started falling over. He started tumbling. So, that we have to be careful with. Defending. Interceptions. Crazy. He's got like 6'4" reach. He can go left, right. Defender awareness, one of the best defensive awareness centre backs I've ever seen. Tracking runs by himself, making sure that he's in the right position to intercept the ball if someone is trying to make a run behind him. Beautiful. Standing tackle, overpowered. This guy, just as good as Team Leo Van Dijk at standing tackles. He will win the ball, man. He will get you easily the ball. He will grab it. And to say this card's only like 45k, it's crazy. Now, I didn't really slide tackle with him, so I'm not going to really go into the side tackles. Jumping, amazing. Near post headers, so overpowered with this card. It's crazy to see, man. Stamina, doesn't really need more than 71. It's a centre-back that I don't use a lot. Strength, bodying players left, right and centre. And there was only one situation that he didn't body Timo Werner, but I showed another situation that he was just shielding Werner off. There was no chance Werner was getting the ball. Honestly, he's so strong, so big, so dominant at the back. Aggression. I saw that aggression. It made him a bit faster when running towards the player. But yet again, if you use a shadow chemistry style on him, trust me, the acceleration will be cured. You don't need to worry about him having 67 acceleration. Now, I have to give this card a rating out of 10. I liked him a lot. And he was one of the better centre-backs that I've actually used this year. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Now, the reason I'm not going to give him a 9 out of 10 is simply because that agility and balance is way too low. Just way, way too low. You can't turn with him like you can with like Rio 13 and stuff. And a 10 out... the reason I don't give him a 10 out of 10 is just simply because he's passing / ball control. I mean, his ball control was decent for me, but to be fair, like I didn't use him enough games, or like I didn't use him like 4, 5, 6, 7 or more games to see if his ball control is actually solid, because I know he will take a bad touch and I know he will cost people goals. So that's why I'm not going to give him a 10 out of 10. Also, I feel like his long passing could be a tiny bit up, because I feel like there will be a bit of inconsistency there. I know you guys are going to sit there, if you get Chris Smalling, if he does a bad pass, you guys are going to rage. So that's why I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. But if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, leave a comment. The Traore player review will be coming out soon, because I know a lot of people are asking for it. But for now, peace.